July 15th. Sorry, I chose to wear the same clothes today, for that I wore on Monday. It's bad habit, but you should change your clothes every day, just so you guys know. All right, it is Wednesday, July 15th, and we're at, what day is it? It is Hump Day. Hump Day. Not Hump Day. It's Hump Day, like Quasimodo. That's the way I roll. All right, so we are back, and guess what we're going to start with? We are back in the past, back in the bearded past, with Zach.
Hey, everybody. How you doing out there? It's Wednesday. It is. It's Wednesday the 15th, and we are going to go ahead and get to it. Let's go back in the bearded past with Zach. And today in 1862, American Civil War, CSS Arkansas. The CSS Arkansas was an ironclad ship that went up and down the Mississippi, basically, and it was just destroying Union ships. It was first of all, it was the best ship that the Confederacy had. And so in this one particular battle, we had it actually destroyed 3 Union ships. But it took on heavy damage, and unfortunately, like most things, not unfortunately, because the Confederacy losing was a good thing, but for them, unfortunately, that ship was so broken they couldn't get the parts. They scuttled it, they burned it, and it's gone. And but CSS Arkansas, it's an interesting story when you read the way they really. I've read more on this just in my own reading, but the way they had to build this ship, it literally was like built in like a random little field somewhere off to the side of the river. They had to keep it a top secret, and they didn't have the same resources that the Union had. So really, really cool little story on just how they built the ship alone. Also, too, on this day in history, you had World War I. You had the Second Battle of Marne begins near the River Marne with a German attack. A lot of the battles in World War I, like Marne, Somme, Passchendaele, a lot of them have a first and a second battle. A lot of that is because the first one they only moved about 20 yards. And then they sat in trenches for a long time and lobbed shells at each other and shot each other with sniper rifles. And then they would have another battle. And so on this particular day, you had the second one of Marne. And that was pretty standard practice during World War I. The last thing I'm going to leave you with today is... if you look, actually, I'm going to leave you with 2 things, but I'm only going to talk about one. If you look on here, Boeing has 2 very interesting little, on this day, they have 2 historical events. But the one I'm going to let you guys know about is 1960 in Seattle, Washington. The gentleman William Boeing and George Conrad, they incorporate Pacific Aero Products, which would later be named Boeing. Now, with that being said, I'm gonna lie and I'm gonna talk about it. With that being said, 1954, the Boeing 367-80, the prototype for both the Boeing 707 and the C-31-35, they take their first flight. So, what we got there, less than 30 years later, after they become Boeing, they put out the 707. All right, guys, enjoy your Wednesday. Hope you guys are staying cool and have a good one. Bye now.
Sweet. Good information. Always has some good historical facts to receive. Thank you, Zach. Really appreciate that. All right. Next up, we got Weird Laws with Alex.
Welcome back to Weird Laws, everyone. Hope everyone's having a good Wednesday, and I hope everyone, and I mean everybody, is dressed to impress today, because you guys want to look your best out there. But more importantly, though, hope everyone had a good time at the Stanislaus County Turlock Fair yesterday, and I know it was a lot of fun, and I hope everybody was hydrated because it was really, really hot yesterday. But enough about that. It is time to start Weird Laws. So what's today's weird law? Let's find out. So, in Phoenix, Arizona, it is illegal to refuse a person a glass of water. another law that I find to be completely ridiculous. Well, shouldn't we be nice about it and just give people a glass of water? Why do we gotta make a law about this? Have you ever heard a law like this?
Nope.
Neither have I. And I know nobody has. And I'm glad I don't live in Phoenix, and I hope you guys don't live in Phoenix. But that's enough of weird laws. Hope everyone has a good Wednesday. We'll see you guys on Friday for another morning routine. Have a good Wednesday.
In Phoenix, Arizona, it is illegal to refuse a person a glass of water. I wonder why. Because it is hot there. It is the desert. Which is crazy because in Las Vegas, which is also a desert, you have to buy water everywhere you go. Insane. Alright? But no, I think that's not a weird law. I think that is a good law. That you can't refuse people water in a place like Arizona because it is nasty hot and it's the desert. You know, so people, if they need water, here, have some water. They didn't say you had to give them clean water, though. That's not written in the law. They should probably make a bylaw about that they have to give clean water to people. All right, but that is a weird law, that it's a law that you can't refuse it, but in the end, that's just the humane thing to do, is give water to somebody if they need it, especially in a very hot place like Arizona. All right. Thank you for sharing that, Alex. I really appreciate it. Next up, we do have Austin's movie review.
Hey, everybody. It's me, Austin, here for more of the midweek movie madness from my mouth to your eyeballs. I have no idea what I was going with that, but we're going with it anyway. So today, we're going back 60 years. Yep, 60. So break out those bandanas, put on those circular shades, and start breaking out the very trippy, like, acid rock, because from 1966, we have, from director Mike Nichols of movies like The Graduate and The Birdcage, and starring Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton, George Segal, and Sandy Dennis, this is Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? See? It's right here. Now, what is the plot of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? Well, Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf is based on a play from 1962, and it basically follows 4 characters, both of whom are married couples. On one hand, you have the married couple of George and Martha, played by Elizabeth Taylor, played by Richard Burton and Elizabeth Taylor, respectively. And you have Nick and Honey, played by George Segal and Sandy Dennis, respectively, who get together for what is essentially supposed to be a night of fun and drinks and everything. But this isn't some trivia night or a game of Twister or anything like that. This is a game of seeing who can last the longest before they go insane. Because throughout the whole night, George and Martha practically are fighting with each other in a very tumultuous and dysfunctional marriage that is filled with a lot of drinking, a lot of insults being hurled at each other, and just a lot of like little things like that showcase kind of how dysfunctional they are. And all the while, poor Nick and Honey are pretty much stuck in the middle, and they're just all like, yikes, this is something else. And yeah, that's the general plot of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf. And Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf is an amazing movie, because what makes it work is the screenplay. Because the screenplay, once again, was based on a play, and there is a lot of like very interesting dialogue and little things like that you pick up on, that throughout you're just like, dang, this is getting intense. Because throughout you feel like you walked into a general feud going on between 2 characters, and 2 characters are just the audience stuck in the roller coaster ride. And it's very fascinating, especially when there's a character someone named Toby, who is the son of George and Martha, and kind of that whole thing, which leads to a very, very interesting revelation toward the very conclusion, which I'm not going to spoil it to, but you kind of understand what George and Martha are going through by the end of it, and sort of just how crazy the night has been. And really overall, just it has great dialogue, and a lot of it takes place within one central location. They do move it into another location, like a bar of some kind, but then they're just in the house a whole time, and it is just like intense. And all of that intensity is brought forward with great performances from the cast all around, because you have Elizabeth Taylor and Richard Burton playing the lead roles of Martha and George respectively, and I mean, in real life they were married and their marriage was very tumultuous. In fact, they got married and divorced each other twice, and when you see them in this movie, it's just like, yikes. I think this is hitting a little hard home to hear. You get my point. It hits home very hard, and like, it is just intense. Like, they are giving great performances all around. They are going all in, and you really buy it. And also you have great performances from George Segal and Sandy Dennis, who are pretty much the audience in the film, because Nick practically is just witnessing just chaos unfold, and Honey, she is almost like indulging in it sometimes, but then is also put off by the chaos. It is just one whole night of just sheer insanity that is brought together by excellent performances, a great screenplay, and really good cinematography. Like, the cinematography is amazing here, and it really is a fascinating movie. Like, if you haven't seen Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf, you gotta check it out, because I mean, it's amazing.
Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf? I think I've seen that before. It's been a long time though. I do know the song, Who's Afraid of the Big Bad Wolf? The Big Bad Wolf, the Big Bad Wolf, but that's not the movie, but I do know that song. But, alright, usually Austin gives some pretty good movie reviews. If you haven't seen it, I recommend you see it. I know I've seen it. It's been a long time though, and I do not recall, so I'll have to recheck it out as well. Well, Austin, thank you for sharing that. Next up, we've got Would You Rather?
Hey everybody, it's Lavelle. I'm back with Would You Rather. Today is Wednesday, July 15th, and if you went to the fair yesterday, hope you had lots of fun. I had fun at the fair as well, but let's jump into today's Would You Rather, which is, would you rather never have social media again, or never watch movies or TV shows again? So let's see what the clients have to say. Okay, let's see who we can find. Our first person we have is Angel. Let's see what he has to say. Would you rather have or never have social media again, or never watch movies or TV shows again?
Oh my god, that's a tough one. I would have to say the social media one. Like, no social media for me.
You would rather never have social media again?
Yes, I would.
Do you go on social media a lot?
Sometimes, but just not often.
Oh, okay. That's understandable. Thank you, Angel.
No problem. Thanks for your time.
No problem. Our next person is Ron. Would you rather never have social media again, or never watch movies or TV shows again?
Never watch movies or TV shows.
You would rather do that?
Yeah, because I like my tablet. I work on my tablet a lot.
Oh, you like social media?
Yeah,
Yeah, same here. Well, thanks, Ron.
you're welcome.
Xander, would you rather never have social media again or never watch movies or TV shows again?
Definitely no social media for me. No. I'd rather go with movies or TV shows. I would stick with the not social media garbage.
Are you not a social media person?
Sorta am, but at the same time, I'm not most of the time. No.
Well, I respect your opinion. Thanks, Xander.
You're welcome.
Alright, and our last person is Jordan. And this is your first time doing Would You Rather, isn't it?
Yes,
Are you ready for my question?
yes.
Alright, my question is, would you rather never have social media again or never watch TV shows or movies again?
I will never watch TV anymore.
You would rather never watch movies or TV shows again?
Never.
Do you like social media?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Well, thank you for choosing to be a part of Would You Rather.
You're welcome, Lavelle.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
And that concludes today's Would You Rather. Hope you all enjoyed, and that's actually an easy Would You Rather for me. I would rather never watch TV shows or movies again because I'm personally not a fan of TV shows or movies. Well, I used to watch TV a lot, but not anymore. But I'm not really a movie fan, and plus, it's like hard for me to sit through a movie, like at the cinema, especially if it's 3 hours long. But anyway, enough of me talking about my movie opinion. We're gonna wrap it up and go back to Carl, Clayton, whoever is hosting the morning routine. And until next time.
Would I rather never use social media again or never watch a movie or TV show? That one's actually really easy for me. Social media. I lived without social media before for the first half of my life, even though I'm only 26. I did live without it. But honestly, the world should live without social media for a while. Social media ruins a lot of stuff. It kind of went against what the purpose of it was. Bring back MySpace. That was the one that had no issues. But I would give up social media 100% to not be able to watch a movie or TV show. I don't know. What about you, Ariana?
Social media.
Same thing, same reason? Yeah. Just social media causes a lot of hate at times because people do use it for the wrong platforms. So boot social media. All right. So definitely that. So thank you for sharing that. That is a good would you rather, but that was an actual easy decision for me because social media is no bueno. All right. Next up, we got our National Day with Gabrielle.
Good morning, everybody. Here we are. Wednesday. What is Wednesday? Well, let's hear it. Hump Day! It's still hot. And for those of you that entered into the fair and all that good stuff and went to the fair yesterday, it was hot, right? Yes, but it was fun. It's always fun. I just wish I wasn't as hot. I could do fun in a lot less hot weather. But anyway, this could work with it. It might not. No, maybe not. But today's National Day is National Give Something Away. When it's hot, I could give my clothes away, but nobody would want to see that, so we have to keep those on. So what would I give away? There's lots of things I'd like to give away, but they would be things that I probably shouldn't. you know. Sometimes I like to give one of my siblings away when I was younger, or I'd like to give the dog away when it's just being a pain in the butt, or I'd like to give away my chores, or the lima beans I really didn't like. There's probably still a lot of things I would give away, but I don't. Sometimes I wanted to give my kids away too, but I didn't. But I think they might be talking about give something away that you have maybe abundance of, right? We all have abundance of love and smiles and goodwill. How do you give that away? Well, like a while back when I said smile at people, National Smile Day. Give a smile to somebody. It's free, right? You're giving it away and it's free. You can always make somebody's day. And you never know, you might have 2 of something that somebody doesn't have. You can give it away. You can give it to somebody who needs something, right? I think saying giving it away can mean so many different things. Give away your time to help somebody. So there's so many ways of thinking of that. So everybody think about it. Maybe, really think about what giving something away means. Okay? We'll see you on Friday.
Give something away. Ariana, I'm going to give away all my paperwork and reports I have to write to you.
No!
All right. It looks like my week just freed up. All right. So give something away. It doesn't necessarily mean to give something away you love or anything like that. But you could donate stuff to Goodwill, to Salvation Army. You could donate something, clear some stuff. So give something away day. It does help. Maybe it's time to purge your closet. Maybe you have too many clothes. Ariana's nodding. Yep, got too many clothes. I bet you all her clothes together don't even weigh as much as one of my judo gis. She probably has a lot of space in her drawers. Me, it's like one pair of jeans fits in a drawer. I need like 6 drawers for 6 pairs of jeans, so that's why I hang them. But hey, off topic, get sidetracked to a squirrel moment. I always do. Oh, squirrel. So give something away day. Just clean out your room. Give something to somebody who might need it, because I think that would be a good thing to do. All right, thank you, Gabrielle, for sharing that today. All right, it is Wednesday still, and it's hump day. We can't finish a hump day without some nostalgia from Zach.
Hello everybody, and welcome back to Nostalgia. And today we're going to talk about one of the best mad scientists you could ever think of. He's probably one of the most funniest you can ever see on TV. I think you know who I'm talking about. It is Dexter's Laboratory. Now, this show came out in 1996. Wow, that was a very long time ago. But I didn't even know Cartoon Network existed that time. But it is a very good show. It talks about a mad scientist kid who tries to make potions, but sometimes his sister, Dee Dee, kind of ruins it all for him, which is why she's the most hated cartoon character of all time, I should say. That's how annoying she is. But sometimes he does better at his work, and sometimes he doesn't. But it doesn't stop him from trying to be the best scientist for him to ever be. But all in all, it's a good show. Maybe go watch it if you can see it on YouTube. If you have watched it, let me know down in the comments. But enough of me talking. Hope you enjoy this nostalgia.
Dexter's Laboratory. That was actually kind of a funny show too. I actually enjoyed that. I liked it. I liked what's her name? Trixie, the sister. Dee Dee. It's been a long time since I've watched it, but Dee Dee was the best in that show. You know how positive she was, and how she just irritated her brother. Yeah. So that was a great show. Was on Nickelodeon. I do know that, and or Cartoon Network. Cartoon Network. It was on Cartoon Network. My bad. You know, I'm only 26 years old. I forget things. You know, but I seen it on something on one of my streaming services. You can watch it. Can't remember. Maybe it was Tubi. I don't know. All right. But hey, it is a fun show to watch. I highly recommend it. It was good. It's been a long time since I watched it. It definitely isn't Recess. Recess was one of my favorite cartoons. I watched that with my brother growing up.